Hello, mystery fans, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Well, our look at season 2 of Veronica Mars now continues on with Ain't No Magic Mountain High Enough. So, let's take a look at it. It is Winter Carnival, and Veronica helps out to raise money for the senior trip. She is sarcastically confronted by the runner-up to the Kane Scholarship and Madison St. Clair. Jackie is dealing with the aftermath of her father being taken in for questioning on the bus crash. Keith is approached by Terrence, who asks him for help. At the Winter Carnival, Logan talks to Veronica sarcastically. Dick and Logan see Mac and Beaver holding hands. When teacher asks for Veronica's cash box, which contains the senior trip money, it has been stolen. Uh-oh. Veronica and the faculty start looking for the box, and Madison blames Jackie. Logan floats with the girl, Hannah, at the carnival. Keith continues his talk with Terrence, who asks Keith to prove his innocence. Jackie takes a screwdriver from Beaver, but it was just to erase hurtful graffiti. Jackie willingly does a dunk at the carnival so that the others can express their anger at her. Aww. Keith tells Terrence that he is a major fan of him before questioning him about his relationship with a journalism teacher. Dick makes fun of Beaver and Mac. Rude. Logan continues to flirt with Hannah. Veronica asks for the ball pit to be dumped as part of her investigation, but there is nothing in there. Some footage of the stealing of the box is found, and several suspects are rounded up, including Dick, the Kane Scholarship runner-up, Weevil, Madison, and Jackie. Beaver and Mac plan revenge on Dick. Terrence elaborates on his relationship with the journalism teacher, which was tumultuous. Principal Clemens and Veronica search the lockers and find about $3,000 in one locker as well as some drugs, including that the person who stole it spent the money on drugs. The owner of the locker is Thumper. Bum bum bum. One of the items of Thumper's locker has a number of mysterious license plates on it. Mrs. Hauser and Principal Clemens apologize to Jackie. Veronica threatens the into confessing to stealing a test before they learn that Mrs. Hauser stole the money. Dick walks up to Madison before going up to a hooker posing as the student's mom. Logan kisses Hannah before she leaves. Dick is pranked by Beaver and Mac. He almost punches Beaver but eventually backs off. Terrence tells Keith about his gambling problem, elaborating that he rigged a game to get out of debt. Keith is angry at him, but he agrees to take his case, believing that he didn't kill anyone. Veronica tells Weevil that she knows he actually stole the money and used it in an attempt to frame Thumper. Bum bum bum. So anyway, let's take a look at the cultural references that were made in this episode. The senior class wants to go to Six Flags Magic Mountain and ride on Batman the Ride. Dick references O.J. Simpson and claimed Jumper. Jackie sarcastically references Grease while talking to Madison. Veronica jokingly compares the carnival to Noah's Ark. Logan references Jerry Maguire. Dick compares Mac to that chick from Ghost World. Veronica paraphrases the line from The Breakfast Club. Weevil's niece wears a Powerpuff Girls backpack. Nice. Terrence compares his relationship to Miss Dumas to the main relationship in Fatal Attraction. Veronica talks to Eve about both versions of the Thomas Crown Affair, both the 1968 version and the 1999 remake. And now into the arc significance in this episode. Sheriff Lamb thinks that Terrence Cook planted an explosive device on the bus and detonated it with a cell phone. Terrence asks Keith to take his case and prove that he didn't blow up the bus. Terrence admits that he was in a relationship with a journalism teacher, Miss Dumas, but she turned into a stalker and told Terrence's fiancée about the affair, causing her to break off the engagement. Ooh. Keith gets Terrence to also admit that he has a gambling problem and threw away a very important ALCS game to pay off a multi-million-dollar debt. Two of the Fitzpatricks broke into his house to talk to him about his debt to them, and Miss Dumas overheard them. She told Terrence that she would go public with the story if he ever left her. Logan meets and begins dating Hannah Griffith. Veronica finds a wooden paddle in Thumper's locker with what appears to be license plate numbers carved into it. She makes a copy of it. And now finally onto the production of this episode. The episode was written by Diane Ruggiero and directed by Guy B., marking Ruggiero's 10th writing credit and B's 3rd and final directing credit for the show. Ain't No Magic Mountain High Enough marks the first appearance of the recurring character of Hannah Griffith, a love interest for Logan. On a run on the show, Shrum commented, "This was the first time I got to guest star and be part of the show. So going down to San Diego was an experience on its own, but it was a very clean, fresh set, that said. And the people were so nice. Kristen definitely set the bar of just being so sweet and supportive. I really did feel like we were all part of a little breakfast club that was down there doing it." The episode's title refers to the Motown song by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell called Ain't No Mountain High Enough, as well as Six Flags Magic Mountain. Nice. So overall, this is a pretty good episode, and while it doesn't, and even though it doesn't develop some of the plot threads a whole lot, it does kind of, makes you remember them, if that makes any sense. So yeah. So overall, I give Ain't No Magic Mountain High Enough 3 marshmallows out of 5. Well, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at versatile toppings. So until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.